Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jesse Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Taylor.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taylor.
As long as you got Jaden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taylor.
Hello, everyone. I am John Taman, and I am the world's worst podcast host. I say that every week, and every week I prove it pretty doggone quickly. Just like this, because I don't have the outline pulled up. So let me pull the outline up. As usual, I'm always about 90 seconds late on this stuff. So welcome to the show. I'd like to say to everybody, thank you for showing up out there. If you're watching us on social media right now, Jesse is in bed with the flu. So it's me and Scott holding down the fort. Max is out having a social life. So good for him. There's my good friend over there. Scott. Now, Scott, you're in the dark. It's cold over there now. So do they only give you a certain ration of coal nowadays?
They do, yeah. You have to go out and chop firewood. Yeah, that's right, John. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, we're trying to get internationally compliant here. We want to figure out how each other ticks. I want to make sure that we have a good relationship. So I understand how everything's going on. Now, this is getting ready to be Thanksgiving week here in the United States. Do you guys have anything like that over there?
No, we don't. No, we just have Christmas. So
I don't blame you. I mean, really, what the fuck is to be thankful for over there? Bunch of boiled fish and, blood pudding. I'm just messing with you. Jesse did eat some blood pudding. That's probably why he's not here.
He did. Yeah, he did eat some. Mm-hmm. He said, he wasn't happy with it, but there you go.
Oh, well. At least he tried it.
I took one bite and said, what is this? And put it in the bin.
All right, well. At least he put it in the bin instead of throwing it across the floor like he's been known to do. Welcome, everyone who is watching us out there in YouTube land and anywhere else that you're watching. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. Give us a couple of bucks, whatever it is you feel comfortable with. Really, we do it for you. And I would like to say that this is Thanksgiving, all right? So as you sit around the table with your family and loved ones this Thanksgiving, looking back on all of which you have to be thankful for in 2025. Remember, tell everyone sitting there about the Bleeding Burgundy podcast. Do it. Tell your Aunt Polly, tell your Uncle Bill, tell your grandpa, tell your grandma. I don't care if she even understands what a podcast is. Tell it to her. Tell it to your lush sister-in-law before she's too drunk to understand you. Tell your hot cousin that you'd like to see naked secretly. Right? Even tell your asshole uncle who can't stop talking about politics. I would say that I would do it for you, but let's face it, your podcast sucks. All right, I mean, people try too hard to be on ESPN or whatever, and I mean, Scott, today I'm listening to one of the podcasts that I enjoy. It's a gambling podcast, and the person was talking about how the Falcons could only get better if Arthur Blank dies. Arthur Blank must die for the Falcons to get better, but then they won't say any other. They'll say heck. They'll trip all over themselves to say heck or Heine or butt or. But that's a little too close there. We better say Fanny. It's ridiculous. Anyway, my family doesn't want to know about your podcast, but your family wants to know about ours. Give them the gift this year of the Bleeding Burgundy podcast. Now, Scott, anything to add to that?
No, I just think you should go out there and do what John says. Like, subscribe, do all the usual things that we would do for you. That's what we're here for. If you like the content, go ahead and do that. If you're on YouTube watching, thank you for being here. If you're over on Twitter or anywhere else that you're watching the stream, just pop across because you can always talk to me in the chat. It's great.
Right, and Scott will put it up on the screen, and then I'll ignore it, and he'll tell me, "Hey, dipshit, look at the screen." And honest to God, even if you don't like the show, give us all the thumbs up and the 5 stars or everything. Because really, who gives a shit? It's just the electronics, man. Just do it. Right? What's it going to cost you? Anyway, coming up here, we're going to have a Commanders roundtable. Like I said, Jesse's in bed with the flu, so we're not sure he might show up. How to fix everything for 2026. Everybody is saying it. It's not even Thanksgiving, which for Scott is never. And we're already talking about 2026. All right, we're going to slice up the 2025 blame cake. We're going to look ahead of the bye week. All right, from the bye week on to see what happens. But first, we're going to start with me and Scott giving you our first fast thoughts, if I can find the sound. There it is. Go ahead.
First fast thoughts on what, John?
Anything, whatever you want. Commanders related, anything. It's bye week. We're going to pick some football games in a little while, but I figure we would start off talking about the Commanders somewhat.
It's been a long week, but at least we can't lose.
No, you're right. We can't lose, but I mean, that's such a cheesy thing to say. I guarantee you, all these podcasts that I just insulted in my Thanksgiving message, that's what they're going to say. So we're not going to say that. My first fast thought is, how much can you do in the bye week to try to get better, and how much better can you get given the schedule coming up? Those are questions that we're going to try to answer here between Scott and I on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast. We're going to show everybody why we should be in charge.
Absolutely.
All right. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough on this. We've got a real tough stretch coming down the road, but we're in for a good pick. So maybe all is not lost.
Oh, I hate even saying that. So, all right.
In November as well. Oh.
Okay, let's look ahead first. Let's look ahead after the bye week. We got the Broncos coming up. They're going to flex us out. They're not going to flex us out. I think that is sadistic of the NFL to not flex us out. However, Jaden should be playing. I mean, and we expect him to be playing. I shouldn't think he wouldn't. Now, there's people over there on social media who we all dearly love that are dead set against it. They want him all buttoned up and put into a piece of bubble wrap for the remainder of the season. What do you think of that?
I can understand why they want that to happen, but if he's a football player, he gets paid to play football, he's got to play football.
Well, yeah, but I don't give a fuck about his paycheck.
I know, but at the end of the day, he's not going to learn and make mistakes or get better by sitting on a bench wrapped up in cotton wool, is he? Let's be honest.
I'm going to play devil's advocate for this gentleman. I'll throw out some of his arguments. Bleeding Burgundy or Rant Burgundy. Nice to see you. So what's he going to learn throwing to guys like Chris Moore?
True that.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm not a person that thinks we should bubble wrap him. I don't care about whether he gets paid to play football. He plays football. That's what he does. You can't stop a person from doing what they do. There's no guarantee that injury will happen or not. Well, you know how I feel about it. Injury is a fluky thing. It just happens or it doesn't. So there's no saying that you could bubble wrap him for the remainder of this year and he goes out in the first quarter of next year and gets hurt, right? He goes out and does a Fitzpatrick.
Could be the first game of the season. We don't know. Injuries are you don't know when it's going to happen. You just got to hope people stay healthy. That's why I think you can't bubble wrap him. I just don't think it's possible for that to happen. So for me, yeah, if he's fit enough and the doctors say he's fit enough and the coaching staff say he's fit enough and he's checked all the boxes and hit all the targets, as they like to keep saying, then play him. And I think he's trending that way. I think he's trending towards playing.
Trending in the right direction, right?
I think we are getting healthier as well, John. So, Noah Brown is going to be back, apparently. Terry McLaurin, we hope is going to be back. So
Noah Brown's going to be back.
He's not necessarily going to be throwing to Chris Moore, which is a good thing.
Well, I guess, because, you know what I think when Noah Brown's coming back? Until for how long? The once every other month Noah Brown sighting. There he is. Look at him. He's stretching. He did some high knee running. Look there. Look. I don't want to hear it anymore about Noah Brown. I guess I have no idea what Terry's situation is. Right. I would, at this point, why haven't you IR'd him at least once or twice? What have I got? What am I looking at?
Ooh, turn that down, John.
Am I too loud?
That was way too loud. It's good, though.
Oh, excuse me.
I did like that little musical interlude, but it's very loud.
The music was loud or I'm loud?
The music was very loud. Apologies, Ian, as well. I've tried to turn my mic up, so I hope that's better, if you can hear me now.
Sorry, I thought I turned the music way down, but I guess I was really coming through with how I feel about that situation.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's see. Is there any Commanders news this week? I wanted to say because we always start with you with the injury report.
The only news we have had this week was broken this morning, and it looks like we have a fixture in Europe again next season. 2026. Yeah. We are a home fixture. Now I've seen both sides of the coin now. Obviously, the European fans are very excited about this. There's a lot of other people who are happy about this because Madrid went down very well. But at the same time, there are people out there who are paying their money, season ticket money, and saying, "Well, I'm losing a game." What you ticket prices you just put up again. Even my own season ticket has gone up by $200.
Yeah,
which
that was about to happen.
Yeah, of course it was, and I'm not in the posh seats, but I mean for those who are in paying a lot of money for tickets, it's already going to go up again just before Christmas, which is not ideal. So I can completely understand that people are going to jump off the bandwagon per se after this season.
Yeah, losing will do that, man. People are going to jump right on off it. The game in Europe, if you're going to pay for your season ticket and you've got a game in Europe that you're not going to go to, there's lots of people in Europe that will buy your ticket. I mean, I'm not trying to put out a very simple solution or anything here, but gosh,
it's not part of that. It's not part of.
You don't get you don't get a ticket in that stadium.
Nope.
Oh my God! So if I wanted to go to the game and I was a season ticket holder, I'd have to buy another ticket.
Yes, which was exactly the same this year.
All right, now that's fucked up. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. I've been trying to hold my language, but that's fucked up. That's fucking Al Davis fucked up. Al Davis, if you remember, was the owner of the Raiders back in the day, and he developed the great idea of the personal seat license, in which you buy a license, a very expensive piece of paper that says you have the right to buy this seat. It's the most fucking asinine thing I've ever heard. But everybody does it now.
It makes my blood boil. That looking at PSL.
Al Davis, he's in hell right now, yelling up, "Listen, there's a whole other continent. Make them buy 2 tickets to get in the game and fly over. Start NFL Airlines."
That's the thing. It was like that. I mean, the same thing happened this year when Madrid came to pass. It was a ballot from season ticket holders, and you might get picked, you might not get picked. As you know, I must have had 500, maybe 600 requests. Can you get me tickets because you're International Fan of the Year? I couldn't even get my own tickets
because you're International Fan of the Year.
Yeah. Can you get me and Sharon some tickets, please? I don't know who you are, mate, and I can't even get my own tickets. But yeah, it was like that, and then obviously from season ticket point of view, you were balloted, and you either got some or you didn't get some, and you were unlucky, and you were lucky, and then it turns out obviously later on, probably 3 weeks ago, they got tickets, they got more tickets because people had obviously either given word back and said I'm not going, or for whatever reason tickets became available. So I'm hoping it's not a fiasco like it was this time round, because that was a little bit of a challenge.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. A little later on in this show, we're going to talk about some gambling. And if I was going to bet on that, I'm putting my money on fiasco. It just seems to be the SOP for practically everything these days. Fucking fiasco.
What I'm hoping, though, John, with this news is that we play probably the Texans in Wembley Tottenham Stadium.
God, really?
And then the following week we play the Jags because they're on our schedule. So we are on away side against the Jags next year.
So if we play the Texans,
why wouldn't you do two? Why wouldn't you do 2 games back to back? Vikings did it this year, so why not?
Yeah.
It's in our luck though. We'll end up in Brazil.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what. If we go to Brazil, bring back kickers. Bring back a whole goddamn plane full of kickers. All right. They just got them down there. They're in the duty-free shop in the airport. Go get a couple. Bring them back and just stash them. All right. Doesn't matter. I guarantee you, we'll find a kicker. You ever find a kicker problem? Go down to Brazil. We were in Madrid. We should have brought back a few.
What's that? About Moody? Did we talk about him?
We haven't talked about Jake Moody. Well, yeah, we talked about it somewhat last time we were on the show, but that was kind of a clusterfuck because you guys were in the same room. It was all echoey. Both of you were distracted by something else, And then, so yeah, we did talk about, Scouts did mention something about that Moody and Debo had a fight on the sidelines
They did
in San Francisco. So that should be fun to watch.
So, yeah, Jake Moody's in. Obviously, Matt Gay then 48 hours later signed for the 49ers.
Yes. Yeah. Look, I'll tell you what.
Flip-flop in here. It's like going back to Ron and the Panthers, isn't it? I know, I get it.
They all do this.
People, but
they all do this. At least you traded up from the Panthers of Ron to the 49ers of Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
At least we get a better quality player, you would hope. All right. I'll tell you what. Let me see what we got on the list here. All right, so let's look at the schedule. All right, I was kind of hoping that Jesse would be off of the be able to get up out of his sick bed, but apparently not. He said he might be late, but apparently not. All right, Broncos game. They have not. They're going to force the nation to watch this.
Yeah.
So how do you think we're going to do there? You think we got that? I think not. No
chance. Not the way that Bo Nix is starting to play. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bo Nix didn't do a great deal against Kansas City, but he didn't have to. At the point where
Kansas City,
when you needed him to be clutch, he came up with a clutch play, and their defense is fantastic. So
that's what they've been doing all season. I mean, they are the fourth quarter darlings this year. They keep coming back out of nowhere. One of the reasons
in the fourth quarter, John, when they are behind by one score on the scoreboard. 7 wins.
So here's what I'm going to say, and this is kind of funny. All of this talk that everybody always says about the fourth quarter comeback. Look at his fourth quarter comebacks stat there. Look at that. Look how many fourth quarter comebacks he has. I always say in the back of my head, well, that means he was losing. Right? He was losing. And a lot of times they're losing because of what they do. And even though Bo Nix doesn't really throw a lot of interceptions, in the first part of the game, he doesn't really do a whole lot to get them going either. I don't think – I mean, he might be able to turn it on in the fourth quarter, which they've been able to do. But for all the talk about him, I just don't see him as he's good, but he's not be consistent. Be slightly consistent. He's not consistent at all.
John,
other than that they win in the fourth quarter.
You are forgetting one thing here, and it's this.
Well, right. Well, it's not just fans. It's not just fans. It's the people that are doing all the talking heads and everything like that. Which talking heads? Look, the talking heads. I'm going to have something to say about the talking heads and all the people that talk about the talking heads and the heads that talk. Coming up here on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast. All right, let's see here. What about the Vikings? All right, so we both have as coming out of the bye as 0-1. We'll be 3-8. 3-8. All right, the Vikings. The Vikings. I didn't write down whether we're at home or away.
Vikings, I believe we are away at the Vikings.
At the Vikings. Okay.
I will look at ESPN now. Yes, I think it is in.
I don't think it makes much difference, but maybe it does. Be outside. I think we can win this game. I think
it's a dome. So.
Well, I know. I was going to say if it was our place. But then again, McCarthy played at Michigan. I don't think.
Yeah, so we're at home to the Broncos, and then we are away at the Vikings.
I think we can steal that one. I mean, it depends. I mean, everything depends on whether or not who's playing. But I think by that point, we will have, maybe Noah Brown can run a route or two in the game. Maybe we can actually see Terry McLaurin come out on the field. Maybe wave to the fans or something. Jaden Daniels makes everything possible, as we always say. Against the Vikings, I think that they have a chance. I don't think the Vikings offense is clicking like the Vikings offense you'd think that they should be. Of course, our defense is usually good for that.
Yeah, not with McCarthy. It's is he injured again? I don't know.
Yeah, they're kind of hiding it up because I can't remember who's third after who they've got after him, but it's
after Carson Wentz. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
sure
I'd have to go look it up, but maybe we'll get to see him. That would be nice. Give our defense a chance there. All right, let's see. We've got.
I don't think we win that game. I think we lose that one too.
Okay, so you got us 3-9 at that point. Yeah. All right, we're probably picking fifth at that
no,
right there.
We'd be 3-10 at that point.
3-10. Sorry.
We're already 3-8 now.
Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't want to count that last one. I didn't like the way it ended. All right, so the Giants.
Yeah, we win that game. Giants are an absolute basket case, and I think we do win that game.
If Jackson Dart is playing, dude, they could be the kind of team that gives us fits. The Danny Dimes kind of thing, man, where he couldn't play against anybody else, but he gave us fits. They've got, in my opinion, 2 halfway decent running backs. They're not great by any standard, but Singletary and Tracy, they're not bad. And against our defense, that makes them pretty good.
Wandale Robinson's a decent receiver.
Wandale Robinson's a decent receiver. Darius Slayton's a decent receiver, and these are the kinds of guys that give our defense fits. So hopefully, the stuff that we saw that we liked against the Dolphins, I thought, in my opinion, the defense played better, held them to 13 points. 2 goal line stands. They had opportunities for turnover, but they missed it. I just think that they could. The Giants, I'm going to say we win it.
So why? I'm going to say we win it too. So you're currently at 2-1. I'm currently at 1-2 out of that so far.
Yeah. The beer's talking for me. All right, so the next 3.
We're at home to the Eagles,
Right.
home to the Cowboys on Christmas Day, and away to the Eagles. I think we win one of them games. And I think
okay.
Christmas Day.
You think Christmas Day?
Yeah, I do.
All right, I'll tell you what. I wasn't going to say this, but I went to the mall the other day, and I sat on Santa Claus's lap. He said, "Get the fuck off of me, you goddamn hairy freak," before I call a cop. And before he could throw me off, I asked for a Commanders win against the Cowboys on Christmas Day. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to come true. I've been a pretty good boy this year. I think that, we always have an opportunity against the Eagles. The last time that they really blew us out was, obviously the NFC Championship game, but everything else, we hang tight with them, especially in situations where we're not supposed to. I think we can steal one against them. I'm not going to say which one, and I'm not going to give you any reasoning that has anything to do with football beyond the football gods decided to fart on our game, and weird shit happened. Okay, what does that give us? I got us at 4-2, right? Jesus Christ, I must be nuts.
Say, are you yeah.
I'm
so
crazy.
You're saying we're getting a win against the Eagles and
one of them. We're stealing one.
And
we're stealing one. Yeah, we're going to beat the Cowboys at home.
So that's again 2-1 on that overall. So yes, you have us 4-2 at the moment.
What did I have us to start?
I have us 2-4.
I think to start the season, what did I have us? Something like 13-4 or 13.
Yeah, 13. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, given last year, that's
ever the optimist.
Oh, dude, I had somebody show up to my timeline the other day because I said 2 years ago that I thought Marcus Mariota was a dipshit, couldn't play, didn't want him. I don't want anything to do with him. I gave him a whole 9 yards. And that motherfucker came back the other day after I posted up that I think I'd re-sign him this year and called me a blowhard idiot. Well, here, buddy, fuck you. I mean, Jesus Christ. I was kind of flattered, to be perfectly honest with you. All right. Well, I don't know if Jesse's coming, but I do know that you guys did get a little famous while you were over there.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, yeah, there is that. Yeah.
Well, as you know, we said one of the ways that you could ruin your trip was to end up in El Toro Homo, and we did see an advertisement come across for El Toro Homo. I'm going to give you a minute to look at that.
It's Burrows. What is he wearing?
It's Burrows and Scouse.
Scouse has got the horns. That's fucking cool.
And you.
I have too. I tell you what, though, John, I'll take the arms. I will take them arms all day long.
I'm sure I put this long enough up for you. You're going to want to go get Karen. You can see. All right. Down here, if you can, do you read Spanish?
No.
All right. Well, down here, we'll start on the bottom right. It says your wife will never know. At the bottom here, it says hottest grinders every day. We've got prime beef over here and the hottest meat pit in Madrid. So there you go. This is not only just being shown around. This is actually showing up on some billboards here. Like you can see the one on the side of the road there in Madrid. Nice. Yeah, nice. So that's pretty good. There's one on a bus in Madrid. That's not too bad. There's this one here. This is the famous billboard in Madrid at Tia Pepe's. That's pretty cool. And it's getting international acclaim. So you're going to see it in London.
Wow, it went into Piccadilly Circus, did it? I didn't see that the other day. When I was there.
You missed it? Oh, well, you take the subway. You could see it.
Oh, wow.
Go down in the tube, you can see it. All right, so you guys are famous for El Toro Homo. All right, well, there you go. There's some goofy shit for everybody.
And actually, if you really want to see Piccadilly Circus, that is me, Jesse, and Scouts at Piccadilly
All right,
Circus.
so this is what the clowns at the circus look like when they don't have their makeup on. All right. Where are we here? All right, so we the blame cake.
The blame cake, yeah.
All right, we didn't bake a blame cake. We should have baked a blame cake and put a candle in it. So the blame cake for the season. How are you chopping it up? This is your topic. What are you talking about here? What do you want to do?
What I'm saying here is how have we dropped off so bad this year? What is the proportion of blame if we put this if we made it into a cake? What percentage are we doing for each person or each part of the team? Are we saying it's coaching? Are we saying it's Adam Peters? Are we saying it's just injuries? Is it play on the field? I mean, where are you laying the blame? I mean, for me,
well, first we have to hold on a minute.
First we have to decide what bit goes in the cake, I suppose.
Not only what bit goes in the cake, but if I get less blame, I think I should get more cake. I like cake. So I see this the other way, but I get it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and say at least 65 to 70% of the blame cake will go to the injuries.
Yeah,
100.
I don't disagree with you.
I almost said 100%, but I just said 65 to 70.
So if we say 70%, then is injury related. That's fair. I think
I'd say so. When you look at
that's probably where I was hinting, maybe 65, 70%. So I get what you're going with that one. What about coaching then?
I would give. There's 30% less or left. You know, this is a hard thing because I want to give at least half of that cake, or not half of the cake, but at least 40 to 30% of that cake to Joe Witt himself. All right, but you can't. There's not enough cake for all of that for everybody else to get a blame. But we're going to go in the quantum cake realm, which I saw a thing about on the Discovery Channel. It actually exists. There's a bunch of French people out there that can just exist in any time period baking cakes. So, I'm going to give Joe Witt a big piece of cake. A big slice of cake. I can't really put a quantum number on it because of the fact that it has to add up to 100, and I really don't feel like getting that into the weeds about it. He gets a big hunk of fucking cake. That defense regressed. It took a long time. I mean, granted, losing wise week one, I mean, I thought that he would have been somewhat of an effect at least setting the edge, which we cannot do at all. No. And losing Dorrance Armstrong, who was at the time the leading sack, he was close to the leader in the league.
He was the leader at the time. Yeah, 5.5 sacks. He was the highest edge rusher with sacks in the league. Yeah.
You lose Harris, but I mean, the Armstrong was what, week 5? Yeah. Wise was week 1, Harris was week 3, and then you lose Harris, and then within 5 weeks you've got really, other than your middle linebacker, 5 of the best or 5 of your most important guys are hurt. All right, Jesse with his circles. Hey. Am I the only one that sees circles again?
No, I got Jesse. He's on the screen for me.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to...
How we doing, mate? You good?
I still don't see him. There he is.
He's there. He's
Hey.
on mute, though.
He's on mute. All right.
He's on mute. We need to unmute him.
All right. Well, we'll have to go back over a couple of things with him. So we're giving out blame cake. All right, I'm gonna blame Jesse for not being ready when he came on the podcast.
That's true. That's true.
I heard.
How are you, Jesse?
Hello, Jesse. I'm good. How are y'all?
Oh, we're fine. How are you?
Sorry, I was late.
Oh, I'm sure. You must be flu.
But I'm fluid.
Okay. All right.
Dear.
That's terrific. All right.
So Josephine just want to say hi. She has to go.
All right. Hey, Josephine.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
And
all right. Well, I'm John. That's Scott down there. You'll recognize
nice
Scott.
to meet you guys.
Well, he is. You got it. No. You can't call him guys. He's a peer of the realm. don't know if you're aware of it or not, but the king comes to his town and names his port the Royal Port of Barrow. And
he did, yeah. But I'm not in the realm.
oh, don't be bashful.
Although after Jesse followed me round the Tower of London, he probably thinks I am now because I do know a fair bit about the history.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll be back in 2.5 minutes.
That's going through there. That's when my great uncle Fester fell up over there. They had him chained up over there.
That's
all right. I'll be back.
John,
all right.
See you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right. Let's see here. We were talking about the blame cake. All right. So Joe Witt gets a big hunk. The injuries are still at least 70% of it, regardless of how big a hunk Joe Witt gets. Let's give Joe Witt 25% of the remaining 30%.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, you got to give him a big chunk. Those guys regressed. Everybody's bitching about Mikey. Nobody was bitching about Mikey last year. All right. And it's true that players do have often enough, and I don't want to use the word sophomore slump, but the second year is often tough on players. And in a lot of positions, a lot of players, they say that the third year is when the lights come on. And okay, so he's having a rough time of it this year. I know you're ready to kick him out.
Yeah, I am. So you've got 15% left, John.
You got what?
You got 15% to go, John, on this. I have so far. I'll read you mine. How I've I've put my cake out.
Oh, okay.
I have AP on 5%, and the reason I have AP on 5% is because he built the oldest team in the league. Didn't have to build the oldest team in the league, but obviously, as we've discussed,
but none of the old guys are hurt.
They are.
I mean, they're not.
And collectively, they're not doing very well. And we went on signing old players who we thought were good, and they've dropped off and regressed massively this year. And I'm talking about Bobby Wagner, Zach Ertz, Von Miller. None of them have worked this year.
Zach Ertz has had his moments where he's made some big plays. He's also had the moments where he's not made big plays not made a play.
He's done very little this year in comparison.
Von Miller's playing too much. He wasn't expected.
And that's not his fault.
Yeah, right. Some of these injuries have gotten some of these older guys in. Defensive line, highest rotation rate of any group on the field, right?
I love Bobby. And I love Bobby Wagner. He's a great tackler, but he's not. He's awful in coverage. He's awful in space.
No,
he always has
been.
He always has been. But
he took that hand last week and swatted that pass at the goal line like he was fucking Deion Sanders. Pop.
And it's what have you done? It is a what have you done for me lately league. I get that, but I still put AP for the blame as well because he drank the Kool-Aid and he said, "Hey, we are now building or trying to build a championship side because we've pushed on." Not his fault. It's a gamble that he had to take, and he thought if I can bring in this player, that player, this player, that player, sprinkle a bit of veteran magic dust, sign these players back who've done really well for us this year on 1-year deals, we can still maintain. Even if we don't get to the championship, as long as we get to the playoffs, win probably double-digit games, we're good. You know what I mean? We can still have a deep run because Jaden showed us that was what we needed to do. And again, that's not his fault. That is a gamble, and he took the gamble, and the gamble lost.
All right. I mean, I can see it from that perspective, but at the same time, what I also want to remind you is that there wasn't a whole lot out there to go build around. And in the NFL, when you have a window, it opens and closes quickly, right? And I agree. When you have a quarterback like this, I don't disagree with trying to granted, to me, AP's biggest mistake is Lattimore. I think that is as clear as a bell. That hasn't worked out. You said it last week on the podcast. He's not going to be on the team next year. But I think everything else, the move for Tunsil, okay, we spent some draft picks on him, but we got a top left tackle, which you need to protect your quarterback who has been hurt all year. But what you've got coming out in free agency, you're not going to get that, right? You're just not going to get him, okay? And it's a matter of whether or not you want to spend your first-round pick on a left tackle, which they spent on a right tackle, or a left tackle that they converted to a right tackle. The fact of the matter was there wasn't a whole lot out there. So 5% I think is fair. Jesse, we're cutting up the cake of blame. We've both put it at 70% blame on injuries for the season. All right. Yeah. I put another 25% on top of Joe Witt, just for him being a putz.
I'll read you my whole cake now. So I've got AP 5%. I have coaching at 15%, which includes Joe Witt, and also includes some from Dan Quinn and some from Cliff Kingsbury, because there's been times where we've used timeouts where I'm like, what the hell are we actually doing? Because this is ridiculous. Then I've got injuries at 70, and then I've got players, as in regression of players, or just lack of depth, or for want of no tackling, whatever we've all complained about, as 10%. And I think that's probably, for me, a fair blame of where things have lied this year. You've gone, obviously, 70 to the injuries. Joe Witt specifically 15%, and you've got another 15% to go, John.
Wait a minute. I gave Joe Witt more than 15%. Like I said, I've got to dip into the quantum realm. He deserves more than 15% for the regression of some of these players and the stupidity of the play calling. When you see how they played against the Dolphins, who I don't care about their record, all right, they've got weapons. Ashane ran 120 yards on us, all right. They've got Jalen Waddle, who's been playing well. They've got other players. Malik Washington's been playing well. If Tua gets hot, they can blow out the Bills, which apparently doesn't look to be too hard. So did Davis Mills. Didn't blow them out. But the fact of the matter is they held them to 13 points. They stepped up. Obviously, whatever Joe Witt was doing clearly wasn't working. Dan Witt, I think Max said on the podcast last week, started calling, I think, 90% zone. All of a sudden, we're not doing this bump and run shit. And what do you know? We've got stuff that stops these guys. They don't have a good game. And we have opportunity to win. So I think he deserves more than 15%, but I can't say that injuries is less than 70.
Yeah, I kind of agree with John. I think Joe Witt has a lot to do with our 100%. Okay, 90% of the issues on defense.
Well, they only got one cake.
Okay. Listen, no, I'm taking two cakes, okay? Because there's an
We're breaking
overall
Scott's
cake.
bakery rules.
So got a cake in the scone now.
This isn't a new bakery.
He's having his cake and eating it too.
I just did. So the cookie's just coming out of the kitchen.
37 minutes.
Sorry, my bad.
No problem.
Look, like, when you're talking about the whole of this team, yes. If you want to take one fucking pie, Joe Witt deserves at least 25%. Okay,
Right.
At the very, very least. Injuries pretty much takes the rest. If you want to give a sliver of the Marshawn Lattimore trade, a 2.5% to Adam Peters for that trade for not working out, go right ahead. I get it. But the crux of it all is injuries. And maybe, if Wise didn't get injured early in the year, maybe the defense looks a tiny bit better. Possibly.
A tiny bit. Yeah, we were mentioning that a minute ago.
Yeah, I think
what you hit on there. Go ahead, Scott.
Go on, mate. Sorry, mate. I just think you're right. I mean, do you even proportion any of this to the previous regime? You can't really, because it's their season. You know what I mean? They brought this team together. That's the point I'm trying to get at.
When you got to,
but the only way they could build this team was because of what their last regime left behind.
True. I get that.
There's things like that. When we talk about the whole of the team, I'm going to vote for Chris Paul. I think that his is probably the biggest, and we're going to just stick with that.
You and your Chris Paul love. I'm getting you a jersey.
I hope we re-sign that big fat ass.
I think, to Scott's point, when it comes to the previous regime, and this is where Adam Peters comes to place, man. Like, he only had what he had to work with because of the previous regime.
I get it.
Right. I mean, they had plenty of cap space. People think we could go out and spend all kinds of money, which we could have, but on what? I always use Myles Garrett as the.
I'd sign every free agent tomorrow, John. You know what I'm like. But
we've got the flu view here. That's what we've got. We've got the flu view. All right, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. All right, Jesse, real quick. I'm just gonna run this through you real fast. Coming off the bye, tell me win, loss, ready? Broncos.
Loss.
Vikings.
Win.
Giants.
Win.
Eagles.
Loss.
Cowboys.
Loss.
Oh, Eagles.
Win.
There. See, I told you we're going to steal one.
He went
All right, so
3
you got him at
and
3 and
three.
5. I got him at or 3 and
Three
what,
and
3 and 3.
You're 3
All
and 3. I
got
got
him
2
at
and
Yeah,
4.
I see Jaden's coming back. I don't think he'll be back by the Broncos. Probably keep him out one more week after that. But well, the last game of the year, I think Eagles will be resting all their starters, so we get a win there.
That's a good point.
So you're flying home tomorrow, right?
I am.
All right, we'll have a safe flight. I wanted to show you. I don't know if you realize you guys left your mark in Spain. Here was an advertisement that's been being shown around. I don't know if you've seen it. Or not. It's let's see. It's all over the place. Look, I mean, there it is. It's downtown in Madrid. It's on the side of a bus.
Jesus Christ.
It's in Piccadilly Circus. Got it down in the tube. There you go. So be on the lookout for it when you're riding around London tomorrow.
All right. Where's my dividends?
Yeah, exactly. Where is the dividends?
Well, let's see. I think it's right behind your hand. Andy, I tell you what, there have been so many times I've thought to myself, I should delete this picture. And then I say, nah, I'll use it some other time. And what do you know? All right. Excuse me. All right, let's pick some football games.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do that. All right. I guess I'm going to run that. All right. So New England and Cincinnati is the first game up. I got to move us around.
You got to move.
There we
go.
go.
There we go, John. That's it.
There we go. All right. So the Bengals and the Patriots are at the Bengals. The Patriots are favored by 7 points. The over-under is 50.5. We'll start with you, Jesse, over there on the far right. I can't ever tell my left, far right. I'm going to go get a beer.
I got the Pats in this game, but I think it's going to be close. I'm going to take the Bengals to cover.
Wow.
The Pats to win.
Wow. I did not expect you to say that. I mean, I got the Pats in an absolute blowout here, unless Joe Flacco. Not Joe Flacco. Yeah, Joe. Who's QBing the Bengals at the minute? Is it Joe still?
It's Flacco, man.
It is Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
I heard that
Burrow practiced.
Joe Burrows has been practicing. Yeah,
Burrow had a full practice the other day, but they play again, I think, on Thursday night. I very much doubt with him coming back from being gone for so long that they're going to put him against the Patriots defense for one thing. They're a good defensive front. They go after the quarterback and then have him play again 4 days later. I don't think that they'll do that. I think that what they'll probably do is bring him back after their bye. Would that be inside the 21 days?
Yeah, I think so. And Drake May's been on fire recently. So, yeah,
Drake May's my boy.
Pats. Give me the Pats. John?
I call Drake May my boy because he is parlay gold, man. Whatever the number is, go for it. I think he's 251 yards pass or 270 this year. Go for it. Over. He's going to hit it. The dude hits it every goddamn week. He's gold. The other thing I like in this game, for one, I'll take the Patriots and give the 7 points. They're going to smoke the Bengals. The 50.5, I'm going to go on the under because the Bengals, man, well, for one, they don't have Jamar Chase. And like I said, the Patriots are going to take Joe Flacco and they're going to beat him up.
No Jamar Chase?
Nice to see it.
Really?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, Jamar Chase is out. He spit on Jalen. What? Fix me. Who am I talking about? The cornerback.
He spat on someone.
It was the cornerback. Come on, my name. Come on. I'm thinking Jalen Warren. That's not right. Fuck. You know who I'm talking about. Help me, Beer. Tell me who it is. Anyway, he's out for the game. So yeah, I'm taking the Patriots, and so is everybody else. Jalen Ramsey. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know Jamar Chase was out, but seven.
The Bengals defense is terrible.
That's Jesse dropped his phone.
There we go. There's the blooper reel. All right, so let's see here.
4 minutes. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's trying to fucking balance it on his foot, All right, so the Steelers are playing at the Bears. The Bears are favored by 2.5 points. Over under in this game is 44.5. Jesse, go ahead. What do you think in this game?
Yeah, Steelers are going to win this game. Bears are
In
what,
Chicago?
8-3, 8-3 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In Chicago. I mean, the Bears offense is good, and their defense takes away the ball.
yeah. The Steelers are going to win this game. Sorry,
Good,
not
Scott.
sorry.
He's not
So
sorry. Good,
Steelers
Scott.
are not winning this game. The Bears are going to absolutely blow out the Steelers in this game. Aaron Rodgers is injured. He's got an injured wrist, not playing. So,
He's not going to play.
Isn't playing.
Nope.
I don't know if he's
injured
not
his-
playing.
He injured his wrist. He's out.
He's out. He injured his non-throwing hand, but there was still question as to whether he was playing or not. Is he out right now?
Check
it out.
If he's playing, I'm taking the Steelers. If he's not playing, I'll take the Bears, I guess. But the Steelers' defense is still good.
All right, they can be good. I think that the Bears' offense is running very well, and I think they're winning this game easily. Like Scott said, I think I'll take the Bears, give it that 2.5 points. But I don't think I'm taking anything on the over/under on this. I think that's right about right. So
Everyone's saying really quiet again, and I don't know why. Just let me
really.
try. Yeah. It doesn't seem quiet to you guys, though, does it?
No, I mean, I sound the same that I always do because I'm talking to myself here. Let me check my shit here. Hang on a second. Hello, everybody. This is the most professional podcast in the world. My levels are the same. Let me double check over here.
Y'all got me?
Yeah, I
We
got
got
you.
you, Jesse. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I just.
All right,
I'm good.
I'm quiet. Ian
All right.
Samuel's quiet, so I'm just.
You're
checking
quiet,
myself.
yeah. You're kind of quiet, but that's okay. You're supposed to be quiet. You're sitting in the dark like a mouse. You're supposed to be quiet. You're just back from your trip to the continent. You got to make sure that your lovely Karen doesn't see any lipstick on your collar. I get it. You're probably in the basement because that's where she threw you.
So
Hanging
it's
out.
just me, apparently. So there you go.
All right.
Interesting.
All right, let's see. Where are we here? All right, the Jets
Keep
and the
going.
Ravens. Jets and the Ravens. Lamar Jackson came up on the injury report again this week, didn't he? His hip or something? I'm always afraid Jesse's taking us into the bathroom. I really am. I'm like, oh my God, he's taking us into eventually this trip is going to end up on a toilet. All right.
I promise I'm not. I'm going to the elevator.
Oh, good. Well, who knows what kind of weird shit you're into. All right. Is that what I heard, Scott, about Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I do. You are right. Absolutely. I'll see if that's any better. Hopefully, on my volume.
I think he'll
I'll
play.
I'll turn on my. Oh, Lamar Jackson will play. No doubt about it.
Yeah, and I think they'll kick the shit out of the Jets. The Jets are terrible. They're horrible. I think I'd take the under in this game just because the Jets aren't going to score. I don't think the Ravens are scoring 45 on their own.
Yeah, I don't think they are either. I think the Ravens. Again going to win this.
All right, Jesse from an elevator. He's going down through a shaft. He's his okay. Your 5G is now like 2G.
What's that?
Yeah.
All right. Wait, that was close. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. While he's going to tell us who he likes in the Jets and the Ravens game, I'm going to get to Scott's pisser. Scott's pisser of the week.
So this is my pisser of the week. I have touchdowns anytime for Ramondre Stevenson. I have Chase Brown to anytime touchdown. I have a DeAndre Swift anytime touchdown, a Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown, and a Zay Flowers alternate receiving yards. So 40 yards reception. And then I have taken the Bears minus the 2.5, and the Patriots, which were at 6.5, they are now
When
at
you took
7.
it, yeah.
But
Yeah,
I'll
they're
still
7.
I'll still take 7. So it'll probably be a little bit higher than the plus 3.969. Probably more likely 4 now. But yeah, I'm quite quietly confident with this one this week.
That's a lot of touchdowns. To me, touchdowns are the hardest thing. Like Jesse said, man, we got to talking about it because it's so pinpoint to me. There's not a whole lot of room for error. It's always nice when they get one early because then you're like, oh, cool, we're done. All right, let's see here. We'll go to Seattle and the Tennessee Titans. The Seahawks are visiting. They're favored by 13.5 points. This is tied for the highest line of the week. Oh, wait a minute. What happened here? Yeah, tied for the highest line of the week. Over-under is 40.5. Again, I'm not touching this because I think this is going to be one of those games where the Seahawks win like 37-2. 37-3. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
going to be 40, and nope, I'm not going to win. But the Seahawks all day long. They're gonna. There's one thing I do like in this game for a parlay, though, Scott.
Go on.
It is Cam Ward under 184 yards passing. He ain't getting that. No fucking way.
Nah,
That's
you're
an
right,
under.
You're right. Seahawks defense has been very, very good.
Yeah.
And also, obviously, Sam Darnold had a nightmare game last week. 4 interceptions. And
the Rams.
He's against the Rams, and he's still in the game. They still had an opportunity at the end of regulation to kick a winning field goal and couldn't get it. So, I'm going to definitely go for the Seahawks. Their defense will keep them in this game. Jesse, what says you if you can hear us?
Yeah, no, Seahawks all the way, man.
Yeah. What about Jets and the Ravens? I know who you're going to take on there. You got any parlays on that?
No, I don't have any parlays on that, but Ravens are obviously going to win. Lamar's hurt again, right?
He was on the list, but I think he'll probably play. The Jets are starting.
Yeah, the Jets are starting Tyrod. So
Tyrod, yeah.
I think the Jets will cover it, actually, because Tyrod's a better quarterback than Justin Fields.
Well, yeah.
And by the way, that line is now 14 as well, John. So
14,
2
so I guess.
touchdown.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, Tyrod, the only thing about Tyrod is you never know when he's going to have some kind of weird, fluky ass, fucking wild ass accident happen to him. That dude has had more stupid shit happen to him that stopped him from playing. He had a trainer accidentally pierce his lung with a needle one time, and a host of other weird ass things. So look for him before Saturday to maybe drop a candle on his foot, something like that. And
give me Jets laying the plus the points. I mean,
really, okay, you are bold on that one.
It's 14
now. Okay,
it's 14 now. Yeah.
I might take that 14. 14's tough in the NFL. All right, the Giants and the Lions.
Is there anyone not taking the Lions? Let's just say that.
All right, they're minus 12.5 here in this game, and the over-under is 49.5. I like the under in this game. I don't think it's going to be one of those games where the Lions are going to win like 34-13, and that's not 49.5.
Sam Laporta is out for the year.
Yes.
That's no bueno for the Lions, but the Giants just,
it ain't gonna matter.
Giants are just going to Giants.
Goff is going to keep rolling. He rolls at home.
Yeah.
And the Giants, they're not a good pass defense, and he's just going to throw all over them all day long. Jameson Williams should have a big game, I would expect, especially with Laporta out. Who's the backup tight end there? I would expect him to have a pretty decent game too. Scott, are you taking the Lions in this?
100% taking the Lions, yeah.
Just making sure.
Never book the Jets. Never back the Jets. Or the Giants, for that matter.
Oh, wait, I hear them. Max just... Guys, I'm taking the Giants.
That is something he would do, to be fair.
He does. He thinks hard on these things. All right, let's see. We got the Vikings and the Packers.
It's Brock Wright is the tight end one there.
Brock Runt?
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Oh, I thought you said Brock Runt. I was like, that's a hell of a name. We could have fun with a guy named Brock Runt, but Brock Wright, okay. Packers minus 6.5, over under 41.5 at the Vikings. The Vikings are coming into Lambeau. What's the weather going to be like there? Let me check and see on that. Sorry, we're going to do our usual sit here and be quiet while we're checking our stuff. 47 degrees. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I still think I'm taking the Packers, laying the points. Over under, I'm going to go with the over.
What's the points? I can't see what the points are.
It's 6.5. Packers minus 6.5. 41.5 over and under.
I mean, I'm going to take the Packers to win, but I'm going to take the Vikings to cover in this game, actually.
Okay. All righty. Not me.
Yeah, give me the Packers for the win, just for the book.
All right, well, here's my card for the week. I got a bunch of unders. Here's my under special. All right, Pat's Bengals under 50.5. They ain't hitting that. Giants Lions under 49.5. Jets Ravens under 44.5. And Cam Ward under 184.5 yards passing. That's a plus 1266. And I think it's money in the underbank.
The Cam Ward under 84.5 is money in the bank every motherfucking week.
Yeah.
100,
you said 84.5, and I still think you're right. All right. All right. So there's my my nice bet for the week there that you can either take or not. And if you win some money, send me a dividend. If you lose your money, I will poison your drink like I just did Jesse's. I mean, it's not what happened. All right, so we got the Chiefs and the Colts. Colts are at the Chiefs. Chiefs are favored by 3.5 points. The over-under is 49.5.
Good game.
It is a good game. The Colts, I mean, Jonathan Taylor is kind of holding them up right now, in my opinion. Their defense is pretty good, but Daniel Jones has kind of floated back to earth. And in a game like this, outdoors, against the defense like that, I could see him having himself. I mean, if you look at the last couple of weeks, I don't know the numbers right off the top of my head, but he's thrown more than a few interceptions. He's been sacked like 9 times, and he's fumbled.
I told y'all.
Times. Yeah.
Told y'all.
Well, telling everybody Daniel Jones is going to fail. Woo, nice call there, buddy. But
no, all y'all motherfuckers were believers.
I'm still believing right now because it's Jonathan Taylor, and I'm taking the Colts in this game. Plus the 3.5. Wow. And I'll take the Colts to win outright. Make a statement. The Chiefs are fighting for their life.
They're 5-5.
Well, look, they were right, and they went into Denver last week and lost. So, right, the Chiefs are not the Chiefs that we've seen. So right now, when you see what happened with the Bills last night, and over the last month with the Bills, there's a fucking power vacuum at the top. The Colts are trying to move into it.
The NFL is all over the place at the moment with who's doing what.
The Chiefs are going to win this game.
Yeah, I agree, Jesse. I think KC wins this game.
I think we just pulled out one of our stock footages of Jesse saying the Chiefs are going to win this game. We've got so many of them. Look at him, though. He does look prim and proper sitting there like that. Look at him.
He looks like he's almost British. I mean,
he's having yes, he is. He's having his shoe shine, probably. All right, let's see who's next. Cleveland and the Raiders.
Call it on a Friday night, a shoe shine, John. Yeah.
Cleveland and the Raiders. What
a great game this is.
It's a good thing there's a lot of casinos in Vegas.
If you like defense, maybe.
I mean, I suppose
Miles Garrett's on fire.
It's a good thing there's a lot of things to do in Las Vegas. That's all I'm saying. I do like a lot of things in this game. Weird things. I like Shedeur Sanders. I think his over rushing. Listen to me. His over rushing is like 21.5. I'm going to have to look it up real quick. It's not much. He's going to get that in the first quarter. What is a young quarterback? Dude, rushing? Are you kidding me? What does a young quarterback?
Shedeur doesn't rush. He's not a rusher.
What does a young quarterback do when he doesn't know what to do? They run. He's going to run.
The ball away. He's
going to run. I'm telling you.
You can take the over. You can take the over on that, John. I'm taking the under.
You take it. We'll see where we go on that because I'm taking the over on Shedeur hitting that rushing right there. The other thing I'm taking is Ashton Genty under 61.5 all day. Browns are going to
shut him. I agree with you on that one. That's for sure.
So I'm taking the Browns to win. Yeah, that defense is going to score, man. That's probably going to be the difference of the game. It'll be like a 10-3 game.
It might be like a 5-3 game.
Defense is going to pick off a pass or cause a fumble, and they're taking it back. That's what's going to happen. That's what I say. It's going to be like 10-3. Shedeur ain't going to have to win, but he's going to run.
Taking, Jesse?
Huh?
Who are you taking?
Oh, I'm taking the Browns.
The Browns.
Taking the brown eye right to the town.
Well,
give me Vegas at home.
All right, I do have something that I want to say. This is my old man.
Ashton Genty. They have a quarterback, even though he's terrible, but he's better than Shedeur Sanders is. Shedeur Sanders is woeful. Not a starting quarterback at all. Hyped
Here he
up.
Comes.
Terrible.
Okay.
I'll sit on this podcast. I'll eat humble pie if he does anything to even become a top 15 quarterback in this league. in the next 2 years.
In the next 2 years. That's a high thing to go. All right, so I tell you what, this is going to be my old man shake my fist rant, and it's got to do with Shedeur Sanders and all these fucking idiots that are out there. Jesus Christ, he's a rookie. He's a 5th round pick rookie that is going out in his first game on a bad team, and people are going to crucify him based on what happens. And it's because they have narratives, because fucking Mel Kiper and other people said that he should be a 1st round pick, and the NFL decided no, he shouldn't. I had people telling me this week that it's because he's a fucking black kid that Kevin Stefanski doesn't like him. Good God, are you fucking stupid? Think about what you're fucking saying when you say something like that. This bullshit about looking at this through the prism of race is ridiculous. Kevin Stefanski's a football coach. He chose to be a football coach. It wasn't like he went down to the goddamn employment agency and they said, hey, you're going to be a football coach. When you choose to be a football coach, who are you going to work with? I mean, think about what you're saying here when you're going to accuse this guy of being a racist. It's fucking stupid. This is a guy that does nothing but work with people of color all day, all the time, all his whole entire career. He's not going to shoot himself in the foot, even if he was a fucking idiot, by trying to stop his third string quarterback from getting any better. And that's just it. He's a 3rd string quarterback. He's going into his first game. If he doesn't do well, people are going to fucking hang him out to dry, and it's ridiculous. And that's all I got.
They are going to hang him out to dry, but he is woeful.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're not a good team, and we've seen woeful quarterbacks in the past, and there's a lot of rookies that are out there. So, you know. Let's see. We got Jacksonville and the Cardinals.
I'll just say this. All the Mel Kipers and all this, all the sucking off to Shedeur Sanders. I just never thought he was a good quarterback.
I think it was more to me the competition. There was a lot of hype about Colorado, and we've seen this
produced by his father.
Well, I don't even know if it's that, but the hype in itself propels people to see more than they think that they see, and I think that happened a lot with how they drafted, or how they predicted that he would be drafted. A lot of these guys bought into the hype that they created on their own. And as far as I'm concerned, he's a rookie starting his first game tomorrow. I have no opinion on how he's going to play. I don't know. Let's see what he does. I'm rooting for him. I hope he does well. Just so all these fucking people will shut the fuck up. So anyway, we've got the Jaguars and the Cardinals. The Jaguars are a road favorite in Arizona. Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
As they should be.
Well, the Cardinals have been throwing the shit out of the ball. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jacoby Brissett set a record last week for...
He did an NFL record for completion passes of 47.
Okay, so it wasn't Mark Brunell's completions in a row of 23.
No, just the total completions throughout the game.
Well, that Mark Brunell's record just got taken over this year, I think, too. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I'll tell you what. I'm taking the Jags in this game, but I'm not happy with it. I don't know what to even think about them. I really don't know how they are, what they are. I really don't.
Travis Etienne and
he's had a good season.
They were brilliant last week. They absolutely shellacked the Chargers. So yeah, when everyone expected Justin Herbert to turn up, the defense got to him as well. 5 sacks in the game. Yeah, give me the Jags every week at the moment.
Every week.
At the moment, yeah, because I want to stay in the good books.
He's trying to get out of that basement. He's saying it loud enough so it'll go up through the vent so that Karen will hear it.
That door's creaky.
You know why he wants it every week, right?
Yeah, you know it, Jesse.
So he can get the purple room like mine.
The
he
purple
can get in that room.
The purple room. Jesse, do me a favor, dude. Put your phone on the bed, put a quarter in the bed, and make it vibrate. All right. Who are you taking in this game, Jesse?
Oh, I got the Jags all the way.
All right. We got this. This is a fun game, man. The Falcons and the Saints. And when I say fun, I mean like fun like when you stick a gun in your mouth fun. It ain't going to be fun. Honest to God. The Saints are actually favored right now. A 1.5 point favorite. I think this is the first time they've been favored this year. It has to be. The over-under in this game is 39.5, which is not the lowest of the league. It's not
Who's
the lowest.
Who's playing QB? Because obviously Michael Penis is injured again.
It'll be
he's
Kirk
got
Penis.
It'll be Kirk Penis.
It'll be Kirk Penis. Right.
Kirk's
That's right.
Broken penis.
Look,
Old man Kirk's coming out, is he? Right.
Kirk's coming. Taylor Shuck's coming. Drake London's out. So who? All right. So they've got Darnell Mooney. They cut Ray McLeod a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. So who's their next receiver? Who's the next guy that's stepping in? I have no idea who's stepping in for Drake London. And in my opinion, that's a big loss for me. Kirk Cousins.
I think Pitts will be. Kirk Cousins likes his tight ends.
Well, yeah,
we saw that here when with Jordan Reed, amongst others. So I think Pitts is going to have a good game. I have him on my fantasy team.
David Sills.
Falcons are going to win this game. Come the fuck on. Falcons are going to win.
Boy, I tell you, I wish I could believe that, but I just for the Falcons is the team that I trust the least this season. I don't know what the fuck they are. I want to say Kirk Cousins, because he came in to a game a couple of weeks ago and he was terrible. He was fucking horrible. But this week he's got a week to work with the team. He's got a week to get out there and work. Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons to win. I hate to say it. I fucking hate it. No, you know what? No. I'm taking the Saints. No, that's it. No.
Oh my God.
I'm taking the Saints.
Come on.
Taylor Shuck all the way. Shuck to fuck Kirk.
Easton Sticks the backup QB in this game.
That's right.
Cool. Nah, give me the Falcons.
All right. You guys have no balls. All right. The Eagles are playing the Cowboys. The Cowboys or the Eagles are favored by 3.5 points in Dallas. Over under in this game is 47.5 points.
Tie.
I'm gonna take the over.
I'm
taking the Cowboys.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'm tempted to do the same thing, but the Cowboys defense makes me a little frightened. I think the one thing that I do like in this game is I think it's 79 yards. I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but I think it's 79 and a half yards for over under on Saquon Barkley. And I'll tell you what, give me Quinnen Williams on that deal. That big boy's a badass. I'll take the under on Saquon's yardage, but I'm taking the Eagles to win.
Eagles for me too, John. Even though I don't want any of them to win. Tie.
Cowboys are winning this game. I promise you.
All right, Sunday Night Football, the Buccaneers and the Rams. This looks like a fun game, man. The Rams are favored by 6.5 points. The over-under is 49.5. I don't want to touch either one of that. I like that line at 6.5 exactly where it is. I think it's exactly right, and that smells like a push to me. So I ain't pushing. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something right now to all you people out there running these gambling podcasts. Don't count a push as a fucking win. Don't tell me, oh, that's a push, that's a win. No. You lost your money. So don't tell me that you got it right because you got it right on the fucking dot. No, that's a push and you lose. I don't care what anybody says about a tie.
Push it, you get your money back. But anyway, we're not going to. It's just semantics. You didn't win. You're right. You did not win.
Right, you didn't win. All right, so I'm taking the Rams in this game. They are at home.
I'm taking the Rams too.
Yeah, they're good. The Bucks are just too beat up, I think. They've been kind of running on a fumes.
It's still going to be a good game. I think this is a good betting game. Put my shit up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good people in this game that you can bet some shit up. Your shit up, right there. Yeah, Jesse's big world traveling same game parlay of the week. All right, now there we go, and we have Matt Stafford. Let me see, I can't read that. That's too small. Matt Stafford, 200 plus all yards passing. Go ahead, you know it.
Yeah, we got Matt Stafford, 200 plus all passing yards. Kyron Williams, I can't read that either. I'm on my phone.
I've got it here. 50 all rushing yards.
Yeah, you bet like a pussy this week.
Pookie Nakui. He's got a 50 all receiving yards and an anytime touchdown. Devontae Adams, 30 yards receiving. And then you have Emeka Egbuka with 50 alternative receiving yards and a Cade Otton, 25-plus receiving yards. Is it a 1-3-3-6? That's a good bet, Jesse. I like that.
It is a good bet.
You know, I've been thinking about Cade Otton as a touchdown pick because the season
it might be a good one.
They have not scored a touchdown with it just based on numbers. They've got to eventually score a touchdown with a tight end. They're the only team that hasn't done it yet. So eventually, Cade Otton's going to get a touchdown pass. So at this point, it's like how many games are left? 6.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you put $10 on each week for him to hit a touchdown, as long as you cover that $60 with whatever you get, it might be worth it. All right, let's see who else we got. We've got the last game of the week. The Carolina Panthers going to San Francisco. Carolina Panthers, along with the Atlanta Falcons, are the other team I can't fucking figure out. Fuck them. All right, 49ers are favored by 7.
Is Purdy back?
Yeah,
Purdy's back.
He played last week.
3 touchdown passes last week.
In our chat, we've got Nads5X with a 49ers logo. So let us know what your thoughts are on this game too.
Yeah, what's going on, Ned? NADD5X. How you doing? 49ers are favored by 7. Over-under is 49.5. I'm not touching the 49.5 because I think that this is going to be one of those games, again, where it's maybe 28-24. Yeah, I think so. The Panthers, go ahead.
I'm going upset of the week right here.
Yeah?
Wow. Really?
Panthers on the road.
Yeah. Panthers on the road.
All right, there you go. That
upset
sounds like
of the week.
Panthers on the road.
41. They're coming off a 41-22 win against the Cardinals. Brock Purdy got 200 yards and 3 TDs. I mean, Christian McCaffrey's absolutely on fire at the minute. 2 TDs again. B-Rob actually looked pretty good as well. So Kittle got 2 TDs back in there. Juwan Jennings is playing well. This is a blowout win for the 49ers. No doubt.
Ricky Pearsall might actually get his name called this week.
I'm going to take. I will even lay the points on the Niners on this one. Lay the 7 and over that 49.
You know what, Scott? I'll tell you what. I like your enthusiasm, young man. And the 7, laying the 7, I'm going to go with that because not necessarily because of the 49ers, but because the Panthers are so fucking mercurial. There's your word for the show. That they are so up and down that every time I think that they might pull something close, they fucking stink up the roof. So I thought they might keep this close. So I'm going opposite what I'm thinking. Give me the 49ers laying 7 points.
So,
what is an ADD? What do you think, bud? Where is it? Raiders suck. Browns got this.
Browns have got it. That's it. Yeah.
I think he must have jumped out, but it's good to see people stopping on by. All right, man. I'll tell you what. This has been a long show. It's the bye week. You're flying home tomorrow, Jesse. You'll be getting in about when?
Probably about midnight tomorrow night, U.S. time.
All right. You had a good trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Up until I got sick. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Just woke up. He just woke up on Wednesday morning like that. I can't move. How's that? Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
That didn't come
Working death. Like I didn't start feeling better until Josephine walked through the fucking doors. Seriously.
Oh, isn't that so sweet? That is so nice there. Here, let's just put that back on there so you can say that again with the right proper music. Let's go with that.
I didn't feel better until Josephine strode in those doors with her long Spanish Brazilian legs.
Long spinach.
How you do?
All right, well there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good way to get into the bye week.
114 the timestamp guy.
All right. I think that there's probably
she's actually even watching now. Because she's driving home. And,
I hope
she didn't even care. She didn't care I had the flu. She was like, "Fuck it, you only live once."
Well,
Like,
yeah,
she-
but if you got the flu, that might not. That kind of cuts down on what it is. Remember, ladies and
It
gentlemen.
didn't, though. It didn't. It
You know, I tell you,
didn't.
you know why you got sick? I can tell you why you got sick. Because you're such a fucking health nut that you got over there and you were eating strange berries and twigs.
That's
that were-
true.
Actually, no, maybe that sounds a little homoerotic. I don't want to quite accuse you of anything like that, even though, I mean, you read Spanish? Or did I already read this to you, didn't I? I like this one in the middle. The hottest meat pit in Madrid. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, from the hottest meat pit in Madrid, right onto your home. Welcome to the bye week. Let us get ourselves out of here, get ourselves into a proper situation. This is not our correct music. I'm lost in my shell. I'm lost here.
Just press end, John. It's fine.
We gotta send people out with a proper mood.
We'll see y'all next Friday.
Yeah, next Friday we'll be
Friday.
back. Next Tuesday we are taking off because it's the bye week, unless something amazing happens. But it already happened this weekend, so
That's true. It happened about an hour ago.
yeah.
Yeah.
See you later.